Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Greg Anthony and Brett Berry. And from the sideline, David Aldridge. GA, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. Tobias Harris, since he was 10 years old, has spent the summer training with George the Iceman Gervin in San Antonio.
David, that's one of my most favorite stories you've ever told from our sideline. Thank you for that. A moment now to check out some numbers for Joel Embiid.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Now Sacramento starting 5. And Halliburton on the wing. He's joined by Barnes. Bagley and Holmes sharing the post duties. And it's Fox in at the 1 spot. And for the 76ers, front court filled in by Green at 3 and Harris at the 4. Actually out there with Seth Curry, and it's Embiid in at the 5 down low. When you look at Harrison Barnes shooting, it's clear he's all about efficiency.
He wants to make the most out of every touch, and he's doing just that by shooting consistently. He's clearly put in the work to dial in his shot and limit wasted opportunities.
Now here's Curry. Following the missed shot by Rashawn Holmes. 5 on the clock. Elbow shot.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
One of the premier shot swatters in the world. The length of Embiid makes it hard to be scored on. And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
With the step back. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Bagley, good, and a nice assist from Fox.
And you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their 4th shot of the game.
Back to Green. Embiid inside, guarded by Holmes. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Boy, if you're going to just hand him this shot, you might as well put a bow on it. Green loves the catch and shoot.
Fox passes to Bagley. There's 57 seconds left here in the first quarter. And there's the drive. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession.
And a quick look at the numbers for Embiid. 3rd in scoring, 8th in blocks, and he's an elite glass eater, a factor inside among the top 10 in rebounds per game.
And the only way you average top 3 in points if you have that scorer's mentality. He knows he's the go-to guy, and everyone else knows it as well. Here's Thompson, and they finally get it to go. A full night's work on the boards in one trip down the floor.
Well, if there's 100 play calls that they have, Tristan's probably got 0 of them. He just goes in there and gets it done himself.
Here's Korkmaz. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. They get it again. Here's Drummond, and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And he can intimidate. He comes from the elbows, he attacks the offensive glass, and he gives you second possessions.
Here's Mitchell. Here's Thompson. And that's good. A nice job on the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And getting after it on the offensive glass and adding to that early total with the putback.
Sometimes guys come in with a great mindset trying to push the action until somebody stops them. Nobody there to do it that time.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Philadelphia ahead, up by 4. Don't go anywhere. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take on the 76ers so far?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
The defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the floor for Sacramento. Filling out the wing spots, it'll be Hield and Barnes. Alex Len out there with Medu, and it's Fox in at the point guard. Pass to Medu. Hield outside. And the pass to Medu. Lets it go from 11. Off the left rim and out. The 76ers leading by 4. Thibault, the pass to Harris. Let's go. And that one is off. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, they couldn't do it in that one. Always a step slow in closing out the shooters and maybe even recognition of who was on the floor. Just not enough energy, and that's a tough way to win on the road.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
The drive by Barnes. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Got to respect the take-charge attitude that Barnes is showing right now.
And you really got to love the effort level you see from Harrison Barnes, night in and night out.
You wonder if Harrison Barnes' early years in his experience with the Golden State Warriors really implanted this team-first mentality. He went to Dallas, he became the #1 option and a scorer, but he's never tried to do too much or get too far outside of his lane, and I think that's where the respect comes from. Consistent effort, and he'll impact the game.
Pass to Hield. Here's Medu. And it's sent back by Drummond.
And how about the swat? Great timing as Drummond uses his height, gets up there and throws that one away. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot. That's one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
And the basket by Curry.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Passes it to Hield. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Barnes outside, spins. Sacramento needs to get off a shot, and Fox gets it to go.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Curry kicks to Harris. No good from outside. And Fox has it in the corner. Another three for Sacramento.
Well, a prerequisite now is for NBA players to shoot the three. Fox really working on improving in that area.
So that'll be it for the first half.
Thanks very much. Doc, what do you think you'll see from...
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll...
The bench unit was an essential part of the puzzle in the first half. They really stepped it up in a big way, and that helped out. And now to start.
All right, and now that we have a moment, here are the upcoming games on. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. One guy who's been getting it done is Danny Green.
Yeah, and the numbers don't jump out at you, but the impact on the game sure does.
Well, the commitment he has to fill his role and consistently fill that role. That's what that team needs from him.
Outside the wings are Curry and Green. Down on the block, it's Harris and Embiid. And it's Maxey in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. On its way from Curry for two, and it's Sacramento with the rebound.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
You know, Greg, thinking about De'Aaron Fox and what's next for him, we know how much he wants to get to the playoffs and contend.
Yeah, I mean, Fox doesn't just want to have impressive regular seasons. This guy, his goal is to get his squad to the postseason. And not only that, he wants a chance to win titles.
Curry passes to Maxey.
2 minutes remaining in the quarter.
Back to Curry. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Embiid finds Curry, and here's Embiid. And they double up Embiid. And the wide open shot from Green. The three-pointer is right on target. Green's got 9.
Well, that is what he does, just deadly beyond the arc. Green is one of those guys you cannot afford to leave for a second.
And it's Halliburton penetrating, and that one drops. And the Kings lead by 7.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backcourt.
And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession.
The Kings
And some changes here for the 76ers. Coach Niang comes in for Harris. And it's Korkmaz in for Curry. A big group substitution here for Sacramento. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Harkless comes in for Bagley. Fields checked in for Barnes. And it's Mitchell in for De'Aaron Fox. And here's Green outside. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And he's just living out beyond the arc right now. What a weapon to have on the floor.
Seems to be taking it on his shoulders aggressively to shrink this lead. They really needed those points.
Mitchell wide open. Moves back up. And it's laid up and in by Thompson. He's got 6.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Green, the pass to Embiid. Here's Korkmaz. Offline with his 3. Kings leading now by 6. Thompson up top. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Halliburton kicks to Harkless. And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here.
Sacramento ball.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
19 seconds left to play in the third. 4 on the shot clock. Harkless off target with his 3. Maxey passes to Green. Now here's Maxey. Pass to Embiid. The trade. Out that one. The Sacramento lead has been cut down to just 3 in the basket from Maxey. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. It's Sacramento leading by 3. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
This is the fourth quarter.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the court right now for the Kings, Barnes and Holmes holding down the post position. Mitchell is out there with Fox, and it's Hield in at the 3. Now the pass to Mitchell. Oh, Holmes in position. Down low, and slam dunk by Harris.
How about Tobias Harris coming through? Critical shot there.
The Kings trailing. Fox feeling it out a bit. Pass to Hield. Shoots over Embiid. Offensive rebound. Holmes can't get it to go in. Philadelphia's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on 3. A nice shot by Harris.
And Harris, a polished shooter. Good form on that one.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And there's the call on Tobias Harris. That is his first foul of the game. Seth Curry, he's checked in for the 76ers. Bagley, he's checked in for the Kings. Halliburton comes in for Mitchell. Here's Fox, and the rejection by Embiid. Holmes with the steal. Makes it off the glass.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that.
Curry's shot is good. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the 76ers.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
A significant difference here has been the number of points off turnovers that they've got.
Here's Holmes. Miles grabs the miss. Philadelphia leading by 4. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. And there's the feed to Embiid. Out to Harris. Another three for Philadelphia.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They're pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
It counts. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Fox getting in, nifty scoring there, not hesitating inside.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Green's checked in. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
And during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Doc Rivers said to his team. He challenged them to hold on to the lead. He said, you're in control of the game right now. And it's up to you if we win this game. Take the responsibility and own it and close this thing out like you can. See if we can get it done, guys.
Thank you, David.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Fox dishes to Bagley. It's stolen by Harris. Embiid kicks to Curry. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game. Fires the three. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Curry's got the lead up to 11 now for Philadelphia.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Embiid, the pass to Curry. Embiid inside. And here's Harris from the arc. Oh, good on that one. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. As New Balance presents our player of the game, Joel Embiid.